Hi, and welcome to an Evan Writes Cars video review. My name's Evan. This is my video review. Today's car is the 2016 Hyundai Veloster Turbo, which I continuously keep calling the Elantra for reasons I don't, based on the same car, but they're not quite. This is Hyundai's compact four-door coupe, but it's not a four-door the way you're thinking. It's three doors plus a hatch. The Veloster has one slightly longer door on the driver's side and two doors on the passenger side. The idea there is to give you a coupe-like look, a hot hatch, two-door hatch look, but you get the convenience of that back door so that people can actually get in and out of the back seat. Being able to get people in cargo to the back seat is always nice. The Veloster is a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine. Four-cylinder, makes 201 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque over a fairly broad range. It's a nice flat torque curve. This car has the 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. The Veloster's been around since 2011, and it's starting to show. This is a car that very much feels old Hyundai, and if you've driven the new Elantra, you know exactly what I mean. Hyundai has finally gone from competing on price to competing on price and making a car that's exactly as good as the competitors. The new Elantra is as good as the new Civic, or nearly. The Veloster still feels like a cheap car. It's noisy. The suspension, it's noisy. The suspension tuning just still isn't quite there. It's a very stiff car, but despite that stiffness, it's not really a good handling car. On the highway, it can be a little twitchy, a little bit more difficult to keep in its lane. In town, it's not so noticeable when you're not going as quickly. When you're not going as quickly, it's not a big deal. It rides okay, over bumps, over dips in the pavement, things like that, but it is still noticeably stiff. Almost like there's not enough shock. It doesn't control the rebound as well as you'd like. It just feels stiff, but it doesn't feel overly compliant. The steering, being an early electric power steering system, is very numb. You turn the wheel, something happens up front, you don't really know what, but the car also turns. Which is unfortunate in a sporty coupe. You'd like a little bit more communication, a little bit more feedback from the steering wheel. The engine is reasonably responsive. The turbo comes on from fairly low RPM. There's not a great deal of time waiting for boost, waiting for the turbo to spin up. You hit the gas and generally goes. What lets down the side is the dual clutch transmission. Dual clutch transmissions are what Ferrari and Porsche are using now almost exclusively. The reason is that they're quicker than a regular automatic, but they're quicker than a person with a manual transmission. Unfortunately, this one is not quick like that. There is a manual override, there's a sport mode, but even then it's still not quick. For example, I'm going to put it into third, and I'm going to shift into seventh. So third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Maybe it wasn't exactly clear what I was doing there, but I'm going to tap, tap, tap all the way to seventh immediately. So third, tap, 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 fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. That's a very slow shift. Shifting back down, I'll drop it back down into third again. I'll tap it really quickly and we'll see what happens, but it's a little bit quicker that way. Downshifts in automatic mode, a little bit quicker, still not too quickly. And again, takes a very long time to shift down. It doesn't matter if that's in eco mode or in regular mode, it just takes a great deal of time to shift. Which is unfortunate because the dual clutch should be much faster. Headroom in this car, you might be able to see I have the sunroof panel open, which I don't normally when I'm filming. And now you can see the reason for that is that my head is firmly into the headliner. coming a little uncomfortably close to touching the glass, you can also tell I'm sitting on a little bit of an angle because otherwise my head is firmly into that piece of the roof. I'm just going to open that back up again because it's not all that comfortable. Now, I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3", and I'm not small. So if you're any smaller than that, you're probably fine as far as headroom goes. But if you're a bigger person, you might want to look at something a little bit larger. Or sit more reclined. If you're the kind of person who likes to sit very far reclined, you would have a problem there. The 3-door layout does look a little bit strange. If it were me, I'd be happy with 4 doors, even if the back 2 were the small doors. But, they've gone with a slightly larger driver's door and the 2 on the right side. It does allow better room into the back seat, which is very handy in a hatchback. You want to be able to access the space. But if you are getting in from the driver's side, the driver's seat, when you fold it forward to let someone in the back, doesn't return to its previous spot. You have to reset the recline on the backrest, which is a bit of an irritation. This car has 18-inch wheels with 225 wide tires. Again, with the suspension tuning it has, it's very stiff. The tires do transmit a lot of noise, combined with wind noise, and it just makes for a noisy car, which, I guess in a small hatchback, a small sporty hatchback isn't a problem to some buyers. They'll generally have the stereo cranked up anyway. But for long highway drives, that noise along with the twitchy steering can make for not the most pleasant experience, I'll say. To help out with the cargo space in this hatchback, the back seats do fold down. They don't fold very flat, they only go down to about a 30-degree angle. So you're not going to put anything huge back there, but it definitely does increase the amount of cargo space available, which is always, more cargo space is always better than less cargo space. So, it's still appreciated that they fold down. This car is very well equipped. It's got navigation, it's got heated front seats, it's got a heated steering wheel, which is still not that common in this class, and is still very appreciated. Today was -2 Celsius for the first time this year, and the first time this season, and it was very nice to have the heated steering wheel. Not nice to scrape, but nice to have the heated wheel. The Hyundai Veloster fits in an odd space in the market these days. There aren't a lot of small, sporty cars, really. It competes in a similar price range to, let's say, the Subaru and Toyota 86 BRZ twins, but it's a very different car from that. It's not a sporty, it's not a high-performance rear-wheel drive sports car in the way that they are. It's a sporty hatch. It's got more space. It's got room for people in the back seat, which those two cars don't have. It's a very different market from those, and kind of stands by itself. It's a little bit smaller than a Golf. It's definitely more sporty looking than a Golf, even if it's not faster than a Golf. The market used to be full of small coupes. There are certainly fewer now. Fewer small sporty coupes, and this kind of fills that niche a little bit. The fuel economy on this, I am averaging 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers, which is right around the combined number on the sticker, the combined rating. But it's not a great level of fuel economy for this size of a car and a 7-speed transmission. It's nearly what I got in the Golf R, which has more than an extra 100 horsepower and all-wheel drive, and it's a bigger car. The new Elantra sedan, I averaged 6.1 liters per 100 kilometers in that range, definitely in the low 6s. The same with the Civic, I was low to mid 6s in that, and that's kind of more the number I'd expect from this car. But again, it is older than those, so it does have an older engine and obviously slightly less efficient. So the 2016 Hyundai Veloster Turbo, if you're looking for a small, sporty-looking front-wheel drive car, this is a really good place to look. Is it perfect? No. The transmission's slow to shift, like I showed earlier. It's noisy, it's a little stiff. But if you're looking for a small, sporty coupe, those are probably not things that are going to bother you. If they're not things that are going to bother you, then this is a great car. It looks nice, goes well, and the interior is nice. If those are things that bother you, if you want something quieter, a little more refined, I would say to look toward the Golf, look toward especially the GTI, which is a little bit more expensive than this, but even a regular Golf. Look toward the Toyota 86 or the Subaru BRZ if you're looking for something sportier and you don't mind losing the practicality. But if you want a good-looking small hatchback, there's not a lot of choice, and this is definitely a good one. Okay, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like or subscribe. If you didn't like the video, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about this car or any other ones you've seen on my channel, again, just ask me the questions below. I definitely will try and answer. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.